It's on Edge Elastic.
I literally just can't take this today. Oh my gosh. This is like the hardest test of the year.
Does it go on this quarter?
Yes, he's evil. Like, he's the guy on purpose. Just so that we feel horrible.
I don't know when I want to start it. Can we do it later?
I have to get out of the way before I Wait. True, I might do it. I don't want to be late for the Zoom. Well, no, I'm gonna do it. Might be 1 minute late. Okay, it's fine. Oh, nice free cards. Dang it.
Yeah. More or less.
You were what?
Oh, more or less. I pretty much like.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You should do it 11:59.
No. The question was 10, 11:59. So we can do that now.
Yeah. It says do BT like the BT.
Right, I don't know. You want to trace my head? I just tried. Yeah, that's like in the two that you need.
Do that. I'd rather just get that done. Wait, I want to get a top test done. I don't know.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do? Oh, no. It's due at 11:59.
I don't know. At this one minute. Right now.
Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have it here. I've only got a pen, so you gotta get it.
Grab it.
Yeah, why don't you
Do that.
That was good, Adam.
Looks just like, if I had to guess who's first, I would say this.
Even see my hairline.
So that, like, it's on your arm. I don't know. You guys notice we're more wet than every other part of you?
Need your entries?
I would move it. Thanks, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, just checking. Had some weird things happen with my microphone last week. I'm going to wait another minute or two to get started.
What? I think that was the last one.
And they regard them if they look and they go to the mistake.
Oh, he's like, did you see the date?
Yeah, so we're mistake. But better than your parent brothers.
Okay, I think that's long enough. All right, so congratulations on finishing the first quarter of the year, honors English, and for the most part, getting pretty good grades. You know, we're not facing high stakes like correct answer testing like we usually are, but most of you guys did a really good job on your personal narratives. You know, if it was, you know, kind of below what we're looking for, then I indicated that on my comments on your paper. I don't think I've actually returned those yet. I just remembered. You might have seen my private comments, but the whole rubric grading you probably don't see yet. So I'm going to make a note to myself to do that as soon as I finish with this bell here. Get ahead of myself. Okay, so grades for first quarter, unless you have like some sort of extenuating circumstances, unfinished business with me, those should be pretty final at this point. Okay, so grades moving forward here will be on second quarter. Participation is finalized for first quarter, and mostly looks fine. Okay, so you guys keep coming. Okay, I'm going to change things up a little bit with participation in that I'm going to, you know, that first quarter I wanted to go easy. I know not everybody's used to getting on these live sessions all the time. You're probably going to be a little bit shy about speaking up. And so I started us off at an 85. Usually when we're in school, I'm teaching in person, I start everybody off at an 80, but they're not getting credit for coming to class, right? So I want to keep giving you credit for coming to class. I'm gonna start us at a 75, and we've got a real 9-week quarter here, okay? So you still get credit for coming to class. You still get more credit for raising your hand. I'm marking it all the time. See this here, okay? I'm not just saying I keep track of this. I quantify it, okay? I really do it. You see me leaning over all the time going like this while you're talking. I'm marking that stuff. And I think it's important that we talk. We don't just like slip between the cracks and just kind of don't say anything in class like the whole quarter. You know, I don't think that's good. You know, there's only so much you're gonna be paying attention then, no matter how much you're trying. Especially with English class, we want to be able to talk about stuff, talk about literature, talk about writing. So I know that sounds low. I'm not just going to slap a 75 right into the grade book. I'll probably wait a while before I actually start putting it in, but I'm going to start tracking it right away. Now, on the flip side of that, it's hard when I bring up points like this because the people that I want to address it to are probably not here. But we did, you know, I did have a number of people, probably good, I don't know, 5 or 6 here who just either didn't come or stopped coming to live sessions. Obviously, that's not you guys. You're here on the first day of the new quarter, and it's all good. But not only will I give you credit for coming to class, but on days when, you know, sometimes we have our little 5-minute days, and all I'm kind of really doing is talking through the agenda. And you guys in honors, I think you understand the routines at this point, what's due when. You got that daily activity schedule. I remind you every day what's coming up when. And there's not too many things where I say, oh, here's this huge homework assignment, it's due tonight, right? You keep looking at the agenda every day, you'll be fine. So on some days, I will put at the bottom of the agenda, no live session, just read agenda. carefully because it's mostly reminders. Maybe we're in the middle of a longer reading assignment. And then, you know, if you need to reach out to me, you can always do it with email. And you can always request a one-on-one Zoom if you want to be able to talk, or I can stop by if you're in the building. Okay, so I'll call off live sessions sometimes, but you guys, if I'm having one, keep coming every time, okay? And you get your credit for doing that. All right, so let's look at today. Okay, regular routines, kind of continuing / starting up. Okay, so we took last week off from grammar and vocab, but we were in the middle of lesson 3, right? So you already did the unit, and creative usage is due tonight. Okay, not a huge deal. Remember, you just take 8 out of those 10 words and write them in a creative paragraph, and hopefully you can share some of those. And we will have our 3rd vocab test at the end of this week, like we've done before. Okay, grammar 7 is posted, due by Wednesday night. Make sure and watch the video. Let me just double check these assignments with you right here. All right, it's creative usage, that's due tonight. Grammar 7, you have my video in there talking about it for just a couple minutes, telling you which ones to do. There's your incentive to watch, and there's the handout. And that's not actually due until Wednesday night. All right, literature. So we are starting a new unit. We finished up Romeo and Juliet, All for Love unit, and in this one, we're going to be reading a few minor works. That's how every quarter works, right? We read some shorter minor works, short stories, poetry, things like that, to build up to the major work for this quarter, which is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. So this is the novel that I sent home, that I either distributed to the cohorts best I could, or I had you guys pick it up. So if you don't have that, then email me and say, I still need to get that, and we can figure out how to get it to you. I think I've actually still got the ones that need to be given to anybody who didn't get it, which is hardly anyone. They're sitting in the office. So actually, if you just call the school and come get it, you know, pick it up. If you have any problem with that, let me know. We have a couple weeks before we actually get started, but I want to make sure there's no issues there. Okay, so for today, I want to look at the BLAST assignment. Remember this thing where you kind of shoot at that double length tweet type statement about the theme for the unit. So details are on the assignment post. Let's take a look at that. Dreams and aspirations, BLAST. Okay, so like last time, if you remember this pattern, you want to start up a Google Doc to do your work. You want to read the background of the assignment and then open up the access handout that is a little bit down on the left column of the assignment page. You want to answer those questions. You know, you can copy and paste them or just put the answers however you want to do it. It's just kind of like guided notes that take you through the background. It's nothing terribly hard or anything. You also want to read 3 articles from the research links and write down 3 facts each from each article that are relevant to the concept of dreams and aspirations. And that'll be food for thought for writing your own BLAST. You want to carefully compose your own BLAST statement to actually put into the page and submit that along with doing the quick poll and the number crunch and complete 8 reviews. So we're putting it all together this time. We kind of stumbled through it with a few steps last time, but I'm going to give you till tomorrow night to do that. Okay, and then we'll kind of get going in some literature. Let's just take a look over that page and we can remind ourselves what this looks like. So when you go into Study Sync through your Clever page, under your assignments, you will see that Dreams and Aspirations assignment. But before we go there, let's look at this unit overview. I've tried playing video for you guys, and there's still something I'm not getting through Zoom, so I'm not going to play this, but if you could watch that little video there. Actually, let me go and play it. Even if you can't hear, I got the closed captions on. Did you guys hear that or just see it? Braden, your face is up there right now. Did you hear it?
No, there's just closed captions on.
Okay, Good enough, good enough. All right, so throughout this unit, students are going to explore the various dreams and aspirations of fictional and historical figures, including those whose fulfillment of their dreams made a lasting impact on others. So selections in this unit are going to include short stories, poems, essays, biographies, speeches. Not that we're going to read all those, but another informational text that will guide you to addressing the essential question, what makes a dream worth pursuing? So that's kind of touching in on your blast response. The extended writing project, okay, we're not going to do that because we have our own writing curriculum. The blast tie the unit's essential questions to contemporary topics, such as the importance of motivating or achieving a goal, what happens when obstacles get in the way of a dream, and how people around the world continue to challenge the rules of their dreams. Okay, so back to assignments, and let's take a look at that just to kind of refresh you. Okay, so here's what you'll see. You want to read this background. I'm not going to do it with you. You can do that on your own this time. And then you go into, here's the access handout down here. Okay, that would normally be a handout I would pass out in class. Now, if you want, you can use this to kind of rough draft your blast statement here. That's up to you. I'm not going to check that. It's these discussion questions here. They're kind of made for one student to ask the other student and then kind of go back and forth that way. But all you really need to do is just answer these questions. What is consciousness? And it gives you a STEM, and just finish that based on reading this material right here. Okay. Here's your research links. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones, and based on the descriptions there, whatever sounds interesting to you, you're gonna read 3 of those, and you're going to do 3 facts each that are kind of food for thought. Again, this is all by tomorrow night, so we can touch base about it tomorrow. And then finally, you put your actual blast in here. You got 280 characters to work with. Do the quick poll, find out the number crunch, and just make sure that you submit. You're all good. Oh, and 8 reviews too. Don't forget the 8 reviews. Okay, that'll be like a total of 20 points for just doing the written type stuff and doing the stuff on the page. And then you get your grammar and vocab going. All right. Any questions? Okay.
So when we go to the links and we take 3 different statements from each of the links, each of the 3 links, where do we put the statements? Or
oh, just put them on the same Google Doc where you did the questions on the background material.
Okay.
Yeah, if I didn't, I'll look back at my instructions, make sure that's clear. But yeah, so the stuff that you write, yeah, there's no interactive thing where you put that in. Good question. All right, everybody else all good? All right, get to it. See you tomorrow.